Well, welcome back to Mass Appeal. We're asking the question, what really is a scone? I've probably eaten a bunch, but I have no idea what one really is. And luckily, we'll answer that question today. We're joined by David Henion of Henion Bakery in Amherst. Thanks for coming on the show.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
So tell me, what is the scone?
A scone is a light, not too rich, not too sweet baked good. It's something that you could whip together in a few minutes. It's something you could prepare ahead and bake at a later date, actually. So I think it's a good opportunity to try simple baking at home, try to have like a meal together with the family, share something you make. Baking is a bit of an art and a craft where you want to make something that looks good so that it has eye appeal. Then you want it to taste good, so it's something you want to repeat. A scone is flour, butter, sugar, some leavening, a little bit of salt. The recipe we're going to use today is out of this cute little book here.
Ooh. Simply
Scones. It's by Leslie Weiner and Barbara Albright. Copyright 1988, an ancient book about scones. What we're going to make today is a very simple thing.
Let's do it.
It's something that you could, copy the recipe, decide you want to add some whole wheat flour to make it a little bit more whole grain, or if you like fruit, you could add raisins, you could add some frozen raspberries or blueberries, you could put a little cinnamon sugar on top. But these are what we call plain scones. At the bakery, there's a couple who comes in every other week and orders these. They're Wally and Bernie Irwin, regular customers for years, great people.
That's excellent. Well, how do we go about making the scones?
Well, we're going to start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour, the kind of thing you could find in the supermarket in a bag.
All right, excellent. And where do we go from the flour?
Well, we're going to add 1/3 cup of sugar.
All right.
We're going to combine all the dry ingredients first.
Okay, so you do the dry stuff and then you get to the eggs and the buttermilk.
We're going to work the butter, and that's really the key to a successful scone. It calls for 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And the leavening is baking soda, which is an acid that combines with buttermilk. I'm sorry, baking soda is an alkaline, which combines with buttermilk, which is an acid, and the combination of an acid and an alkaline makes fizz.
Okay, and that's what makes the dough itself rise.
That helps it rise some.
All right.
The other thing that helps it be light and fluffy are the layers of butter that are sort of sliced into the flour. We want to create thin slivers of butter that will kind of create layers, and then when they bake, those layers can sort of blow apart and make a light, fluffy thing. So we have our dry ingredients here. We have our sugar, our salt, and our baking soda.
All right.
Then we have our butter, which is off stage, keeping cool.
All right, excellent. And so the butter and the egg go in together?
Nope.
All right.
The butter is worked into the flour. And at the bakery, we try to use as many local ingredients as possible. Now, we have an egg from the Diamond Egg Farm in Wendell, nice brown egg. We have some buttermilk that's made on the Maple Line Dairy Farm in Hadley.
Okay, so these are all local things. You like to shop local?
And the butter actually is unsalted butter. We want to have sweet butter. And that's made in the Agrimark plant, which is just in West Springfield there. It's where Cabot makes all of their products. So we have some local eggs, butter, and cream. Flour comes from far away.
Sounds good. Well, hey, we're a little short on time, so let's really get in here and see if we can make some scones.
So we're going to work the dry ingredients with the butter until the pieces of butter are about the size of walnuts.
Excellent.
Once we get it to that stage, we're going to try to create some flat sheets that will rub together.
We'll rub it together. You want me to get in there and help you out?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll stand back here and do this.
You can do it next week.
Okay, and I'll do it tonight when I go home.
Okay. So now we have some flat sheets of butter mixed in with our dry ingredients. We need 1/2 cup of buttermilk.
All right, 1/2 cup buttermilk. Now that's looking good.
It's actually pretty tasty stuff. Most people are afraid of it.
Huh.
And then we need our 1 egg.
So the egg, the buttermilk together.
And we're going to use our little fork to homogenize.
Okay, whisk it up, if you will. Excellent. Now this looks good. And this is something you can always make at home, too. It's a great family thing. You can get your family together and do a communal recipe. It's just fun for the whole family, right?
It is. Anyway, so we're going to pour our wet ingredients into our dry. Now, we want to bring it together and make sort of a hockey puck shaped thing quickly without working it too much so it stays fluffy.
Okay.
So I have a plastic scraper and I'm sort of working the wet into the middle.
Excellent. So we can finish this up at a later date. Can we show them the finalized product though? We got a little studio magic. We're cheating. We got a couple in there.
Okay. While we've been talking, we've been baking. In here are some scones.
Oh, those are some good looking scones.
They're kind of hot. You got them?
Yes. All right. Oof. All right, well, let's put these here. And may I try one? Do you mind?
Help yourself.
All right. You want one?
No, thank you.
All right. Your own cooking? That is excellent. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show today. I'll still shake your hand anyways. Thank you very much.